Alright, boys and girls, you may notice we have a new camera angle. Well, not new to you guys, because this is the camera angle that pretty much every card person has, especially if you have a nice fancy mat with the logos. Haas of Cards, who watches this channel, he has the same setup. Shout out to him. Go check him out in the link below. It seems to take away the clutter from the desk, the stuff that I need to get done that's not getting done, that may be distracting. You can focus in right here on the product. And hopefully you guys like it. Let me know in the comments below. I may make some mistakes, not used to this angle, so bear with me on this video. It's going to take a few videos to learn. So let's get ready for some graphs and laughs. Alright, first off I want to talk about shuffle trades. Had the first submission end in September and it went perfect. Had a great number of submissions. We actually use a team generator, a random team generator, and a lot of people use it for, tournaments and stuff, but it worked perfectly. So I put in all the names of the people that submitted, and it makes teams, and which are trades for me, and those are one-to-one trades. So your card will go to somebody, and then they will, you will get their card. So it's a one-to-one trade. This worked perfectly. Was real easy, and I can't wait till the next submission. Here's the one. It was an odd number, so I had to submit a card this round, and actually got this back from Brandon and Lincoln, and they sent this Dennis Gentry signed card here, so that's what I got from Shuffle Trades. So I was planning on only throwing in if it was an odd number. If it was an even number, I was obviously not going to jump in. However, I think I'm going to start doing some incentives. So this next round, guys, at the end of October, again, the submission date is always the end of the month. So at the end of October, we'll do this next trade for October, and the one lucky person will get my trade, which will be a Pete Rose autograph card. So that will be one of the incentives for the next round of Shuffle Trades. Again, if you're interested in doing that, it's basically just sending a TTM without a letter. Go to shuffletrades.com to learn more. Real easy. Cost you 2 stamps and a card. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with what we got in, and TTMs were bad. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but they're just dripping in very slowly. I mean, I'm talking like 2 or 3 in a week. Don't know what's going on. Had a couple failures to show you, and a lot of purchases. First off, oh, look at me. I'm fancy. I'm on the fancy train with the whole trend and everything. Yeah, I know it's not trending. I mean, it's trending, but it's not like it used to be. Project 2020 kind of peaked out, but had to pick up this card. I thought it was cool. It's a no-face card. So let me show you. And I don't know the artists. I don't know all the ins and outs of Project 2020, but I figured I had to pick up one, so I picked up the Griffey rookie. Let's see who this is done by. This is done by Fucci. So yeah, turned out pretty cool. I like it, and it took a while to get in. I think it took like a good month, more than a month to come in. So I'd say that's probably normal. The trading card hobby tends to be a little overloaded right now. Everything's slow. So all right, let's go ahead and move on to this purchase, which is a Laureano rookie, not numbered, but did not have this one. It's out of archives. So I'm going to slow down a little bit on the rookie purchases and focus a little bit more on the Project Archive. I'm just having a ball with it, and I've actually got something new I'm introducing in a Project Archive. So there's going to be some less and less rookies, mainly Laureano and Lau. Those are the ones I collect. And more just random stuff. You guys are going to love it. I know you will. All right, let's go ahead and show off these, which are for Project Archive, and hopefully this shows up on the screen correctly. We'll see. So Project Archive, we have some purchases. This is Mr. Jim Bunning on the UD Vintage, which ripped off the Topps set. So that's a 1960 something. He's gonna sit next to George Kell. Next up we have Mr. Lenny Randall, and that's a 1971. And he'll go in here next to Rafael Palmeiro. Next up, Brandon Lau. Brandon Lau, and that's also a 71. All right. Next, we have a 1980s card. This is Doug DeCences. Doug DeCences. Next, going to 1986. And we have Daryl Evans, who signed for me TTM, but didn't really want to write to him again. He's kind of hard to get. I think I paid a fee. I can't remember. And found this certified for around the same price and just picked it up. So he's going to sit next to Wade Boggs. Next up, we have a 1989 card. And that is of Jose Vizcaino. And next, we're going to 1992. And we have one of the studs on the Braves in the 90s, Steve Avery, with Glavine and Smoltz and Maddox. I mean, that's just nuts. 3 Hall of Fame pitchers on the same team, man. Whew. Wait, is Glavine's in the Hall of Fame, right? Yeah, I think he is. All right, next up we have... This guy actually went to a college that is right next to me, and so he was kind of a big name around here for a long time. Mr. Steve Finley went to SIU University, so that's a 2001. I have so many of these 2001s because they're the new set, and they're just flooding the market. So I mean, you can get a lot of them for cheap right now, so they're not settling into sets. All right, let's go ahead and put Steve in, and let's go ahead and move to the TTMs. Now, before I get started on the TTMs and show you some of the failures and the successes, which we have 3 successes and 2 failures, I do want to mention my Ginter set. I know some of you are disappointed that I'm not doing Ginter anymore. I'm still going to get Ginter stuff in. I'm doing the oddballs, but I'm pushing that off a little bit. That's going to get done. I have a pile of it, but I want to change that binder into something I think I'm going to be more excited about. And I want you guys to pick. So in the comments, here are my 2 ideas. The first idea is called, it's ridiculous. It's called Mullets and Jerry Curls. So basically, this is going to be a binder full of players that are sporting a mullet or a Jerry curl, and those hairdos have to be showing in the photo. Just a lot of that vintage stuff has those hairdos in it, and I just thought it'd be really fun to do. That's the first idea, okay? The second idea is they played for who? And basically the idea is kind of stolen from another person that mentioned it in a video. They were collecting players weird years where they were on a team that they're not known for. Usually a 1-year stay or even less than a 1-year stay. And obviously they have to have a card in that uniform for the set. And I would try to get those signed, as many as possible. They're usually at the end of the career, that's when it happens, but every once in a while there's, I think Soriano played for the Nationals for 1 year in the middle of his career, so that would be one. They kind of have to be established players also. You can't really have somebody that was only in the league for a couple of years. They need to be well known, and usually well known for 1 or 2 teams. That way you can play the off team. So that's the idea of they played for who. So what do you guys want? Do you want Jerry curls and mullets, or they played for who? I like both ideas. I'm kind of going back and forth on it. So let me know what you think. All right, moving on, guys. We have 2 failures. This is coming back from James Earl Jones. You gotta shoot your shot, right? I always tell you guys that. Shoot your shot. Unsigned Santa Claus card. And basically said he's no longer signing. So got that back as a failure, and also got a note back from Roger Craig that says Roger cannot sign his cards anymore. So please don't send to Roger. He's done. He's up there in age. I'm sure he's got other things to worry about, and I wish him the best. His stuff's out there. He's signed for years and years and years. So if you need a card of his, you can easily find one on eBay. And that's what I'm going to do. So, all right. And I'm not sure if I showed the letter. Did I show that in frame? I'm not sure. It's hard to know what's in frame here because I'm not seeing the camera. All right. Let's go to the successes, guys. This is a paid success coming back from Cecil Cooper. And signed it best wishes. And then he actually sent an extra card. So if you sent this card, I apologize. Cecil stole it and sent it to me. This is inscribed to my daughter perfectly. So really happy to get that in. Thank you, Cecil. All right, next is a paid success. This is actually a private signing, and had a little hiccup during the signing, but it's fine. I got refunded for it. I wanted the inscription Big Daddy on these, and marked it on the card, had the post-it notes and everything, just didn't come through. I don't blame the promoter. Stuff happens. As long as it's refunded for what didn't get done, I'm happy with it. So still happy to add these to the project. Oh, actually, you know what? We might want to put Cecil Cooper in the book. What am I thinking? Man, I'm getting rusty. See, I haven't done this in like a week, so this is going to go in the 1980 set. Man, oh man. You guys would have called me out on that one. So this is going under Goose. All right, now, Cecil Fielder. Whoa, flinging cards. I'm just a mess today. Got the new setup. That's my excuse. Here is one that is really cool. It was out of a baseball magazine, so it's really thin cardstock. It's not even like a real card. But this is kind of like their own heritage set back in the 90s. That just, again, ripping off tops blatantly. This is Mr. Cecil Fielder, and it's a 1970s card. So that's going to go right here. And that's what I love about this project archive. I mean, like, you have all these different sets. They all look the same, but like they're all different sets. And this was from the 90s. This is from the mid 2000s, and this is from the late 2000 teens. So like, it's just crazy how they all fit together. I love it. Next up, we have another Cecil Fielder, and this is also from the baseball magazine. I forget which one. I would tell you guys if I remembered, but I don't remember. So sign that one perfectly there. Probably not a lot of these signed too. That's another good reason I got them. And it was a great price. I think it was 12 per. I think it was 12 per. And then signed the Topps Fan Favorites card for the 1993 set. So let's get that one put in. All right. 1993. And he's going to sit next to Don Sutton. Okay, and the last TTM success for today, guys, is coming back from, I've seen several people get this back, 2/2 from Mr. Bret Hart. So this one is not for Project Archive. Signed this Legendary Bouts card, but this one is for Project Archive. Signed on with the blue paint pen on everything, so he was obviously just going through and just plowing through stuff. Probably didn't even read the letters because he gets a lot of mail. He's one of those big names that signs for free. So what am I doing? I'm going back to 85, not 95. Again, it's so funny how this is like mainly wrestlers, this heritage set. I mean, I had a lot of cards from that set, and I sent out to some wrestlers. I mean, wrestlers they're notoriously for not living very long, so you got to get cards out as fast as possible because they lived pretty rough lives on the road. So I got a bunch of those out, and they're coming in more than the baseball cards. So it's kind of funny. So those are my successes for today, guys. Again, go check out shuffletrades.com. Go submit for the month of October. And again, one of the trades will include this Pete Rose signed authenticated card by Leaf. So if you want to win that, go do that. Again, just like a normal TTM. And also tell me what you think about this setup. Do you like it? I know this is supposed to be over here. You guys can't see it, can you? There you go. Now, there we go. Fancy. Yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and you take care, all of you autograph addicts.